Another year is coming to an end. And, as tradition demands, it's time to tell you about the whiskies that really warmed my heart in 2025. Most of them appear in the videos published here on the channel. Some as protagonists, others as mere supporting actors. Others, despite working behind the scenes, still deserve a mention. So, make yourself comfortable and pour yourself a good dram. Let's start this journey on an island that is very dear to me. No, unfortunately, I'm not referring to my beloved Sicily, but to Islay, the world capital of whiskies with a strong character, sometimes even intimidating. Here, the Ardnagh distillery has amazed the world with its inaugural release, managing to keep the spirit and the essence of the island intact. A sweet and harmonious whiskey, with perfectly balanced and never invasive smoky notes. I had the privilege of being among the lucky ones who tasted it, and, of course, I highly recommend it if you happen to come across a bottle. Honorable mention also goes to Ardnagh Society limited edition release, available exclusively at the distillery. In this regard, thanks again to my friends HB and Anita for getting it for me. From the evergreen Islay, we now move to the Austrian Alps, more precisely to Tyrol, home to one of my favorite non-Scottish whiskey distilleries, the Bad Mills Black Distillery, well known here on the channel. Every year my friends Heinz, Hugo and the whole crew manage to amaze us with their original ideas. This year, in my opinion, the Black Barrel Peat Expression takes the first place, a true masterpiece. The wood for the casks even comes from the same village where the distillery is located. Unfortunately, we are talking about a limited production of only 29 bottles. If you happen to be in the Innsbruck area, pay a visit to the distillery. It will definitely be worth it. Following in the footsteps of Alexander the Great, we now set off for a land he tried to conquer, failing miserably. An ancient and mysterious land, home to civilizations so advanced that they would make any Macedonian, Greek and Roman megalomaniac pale in comparison. I'm talking about India. As already mentioned in the dedicated video, the second part is under construction, so stay tuned. India has managed to amaze the world with truly incredible whiskies. A striking example is the historic Amrut distillery, home of the first Indian single malt. Each of its expressions is pure poetry and, in my opinion, every enthusiast should explore them. The one that overwhelmed me the most this year was Intermediate Cherry, a profound and complex experience. Pure poetry indeed. Before leaving India, another stop in the north of the country is a must, where we find a real gem. A gem that takes its name from one of the highest peaks in the Indian Himalayas, Kamet. A whiskey aged in ex-French wine and cherry casks, both PX and Oloroso, a true symphony of taste, capable of even illuminating my soul, as you may have noticed from my reaction. I will never die of reiterating my passion for Indian aquavite, and Kamet is a worthy representative. We now head to an island off the coast of Canada, where explorer James Cook made a brief stop, claiming the territory for the English crown, even though it was already inhabited. We are talking about Vancouver Island, home to the Macalones distillery. Unfortunately, I've only tasted one expression so far, but I fully intend to explore the core range as soon as possible. A whiskey with a sweet and gentle character, due to the aging in PX and Oloroso casks. A sincere thank you also to my friends, already mentioned in the other video, for this fantastic gift. As we come to the end, I cannot fail to mention the House of Hazelwood collection, some editions of which I recently had the privilege of tasting. No single bottle in particular stood out more than the others, but the experience as a whole did. The complexity and the flavor notes are unlike anything I have tasted before. It was above all a journey of discovery, of knowledge and, as my friend Tommy says in the dedicated video, of unlocking a new level of perception and flavor. The cost is quite high, at least for us ordinary mortals. But if you ever get the chance, I really recommend trying one. Now it's time to introduce you to one of the whiskies that has accompanied me on special occasions and which, strangely enough, I have never mentioned in any video, even though it deserves one all for itself. It is Port Ascaig, 17 years old, a mystery malt from Islay, a gift from my mother for my last birthday. A whiskey with a smoky and indomitable character, exactly as it should be, enriched with medicinal notes and hints of mountain herbs. Really very interesting. Thanks again, Ma. And finally, the undisputed ruler, the one who has lit our way throughout the year, like a guiding spirit. Bunnahabhain 12 cask strength. Another gift this time from my wife. If you know me, you know how attached I am to this distillery. I don't have an absolute favorite, but Bunna is definitely part of the elite cast. The extraordinary thing is that every single expression in the core range is a true festival of taste. So imagine how intense this one must be with its 60% ABV. Truly divine. Well, we have come to the end. I hope you found this little summary useful and that you may have discovered some new territory in this vast world of whiskey. That said, I wish you much happiness and a sunny new year. See you soon. Ciao.